Hey everybody, thank you so much for joining me for another episode of 10 Minute Tuesday. If you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe. And today I got my little bro, Charama, in the building. What's going on, man?
Hey man, what's up? Thank you so much for having me on your platform, man. I've been waiting to be here, man. So it's an honor.
I appreciate you taking time out, man. Appreciate it. So let's go ahead and dive into it, man. Go ahead and introduce yourself to the people.
Oh, okay. So my name is Charama. I am a data analyst, and I've been working as a data analyst for over 6 years now. And I am a Tableau lover, SQL lover, Python lover, and I have a dog. I think that's it.
Great, man. So you're really plugged in. I always see you posted on LinkedIn. You're doing a lot of great stuff on there. And you talked about Tableau and Python and SQL and even your dog. But what really compelled you to get into data to begin with?
Hey man, that's a good one. I think that was around 2019. I was in India. By the way, I did my Bachelor of Computer Application there, and I was about to finish in 2019. And I was a little bit confused on what to do after this, which career to pursue. And I had a friend already here in Mozambique, and he was working because he was done with university. So I tried to ask him, like, "Hey man, what's booming in Mozambique right now?" And he was like, "Hey man, have you heard about this thing called data science?" I was like, "Data science? What is that?" He was like, "Hey man, you gotta tune in. This thing is booming right now. Try to learn the tools, the right tools. I know you there have access to so many tools. So try to learn that and see how it goes." So that's how I started. And since I started, and when I look back right now, I don't see myself doing something else rather than data. Maybe, let's say, 5 years from now. But in the next 5 years, I'm going doing the same thing.
Love it, man. Great advice. Shout out to your friend who was like, yo, get into data science. Like it's hot right now. We need to get you in here.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. All right. So thinking about your journey, thinking about your career and what you've done, what's been your least favorite job to date? And it doesn't have to be data related, but what's something that you've done? You're like, oh man, I really hated that job.
Hey man, it was back around 2014. Around that time, I was graduating from high school. And since my mom was facing some challenges with financial situation, so I had to step in and get myself a job and do something that will get me money so that I can help my mom pay the bills and so on. So I had to take on this job on a call center. So I had to do a lot of calls, man, every day. And the pay was crazy because you pay based on the amount of the calls that you do. And you have to call to the clients and collect their data like location, age, phone type, and so on. So there were days where I had to make around 200 calls, 300 calls just to guarantee that the pay at the end of the month is good. So it was extremely stressful, but looking back, I'm so thankful for that job because it helped me a lot pay my bills and my mom's bills as well. And also, it showed me, as I am a data analyst right now, and looking back, I see that that job showed me the value of collecting data and getting the accurate data.
Wow, that's awesome. I definitely started in the call center, so I get it, right? You hanging up, you picking up, you hanging up. It's brutal, man.
Yeah. Sure,
Uh,
man.
oh man. So all right, so thinking about your career and your journey, there's a philosophy we have called fail forward, right? You never really fail. You're just learning from everything that you experience. What you think about your career? What's been your biggest failure, and what did you really learn from that experience?
Um, And this is something, good question, by the way. This is something that I try to teach people nowadays. One of my biggest failures was when I first tried to learn Tableau. I think we as humans, we often rush into learning something new because we're excited about all the cool things it can do. And sometimes we want to quickly show off our new skills. I definitely fell into that trap, and I wasn't taking the time to really master the basics first, and it led me to frustration and setback. It was during that year that I learned it's okay to start from scratch. It's okay to learn the basics first so that you can master the advanced skills. So yeah, it really told me that like it's okay to start from scratch. It's okay to learn the basics first, and then once you master that, you are ready to learn the advanced skills.
Great answer, especially now in this day and age of AI, right? Everybody's just trying to quickly
Hmm.
create, dashboards or reports or calculations. Like you have to understand the basics really well in the beginning.
Hmm. Yes, sure, definitely.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so thinking about your career, what is one piece of advice? Let me start this over. So thinking about your career, what is one piece of advice you give someone who's just starting out?
Um, I think I would go back to the question that I gave, to the answer that I gave, sorry, that it's okay to start from scratch. It's okay to be a beginner. It's okay to be you, Seiko Tyler. Now you are this guy who is so talented in Python, SQL, but you were once a beginner. You once learned everything from scratch. You master the basic skills and everything. So it's okay. Take it easy. You as a beginner, everyone has a beginner who are starting out there. Take it easy, deep breath, learn the basics first. It's okay to start from scratch. It's okay to fail. And above everything, have fun.
I love that. Have fun. You gotta have fun with it. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
so, question for me, right? Thinking about this, I live in the United States of America. We're in the States, and right, I know Tableau and stuff is used in here, but I don't know how big of an impact Tableau has over where you're at. You're in Mozambique right now, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So,
Mhm.
how big is the community there? How big is the data analytics? How big is Tableau? Like, how big of of impact is data making over there?
Mhm. Nowadays, Tableau is one of the biggest, is one of the most used tools here in Mozambique, almost in every company, I would say. But it wasn't like that 2 years ago, 3 years ago. And I'm so happy for that, that this narrative changed in every company. The companies that started using Tableau, and me as well, as a Tableau user, I started to create a community. I don't know if you knew that, but I'm also a Tableau user group leader for Mozambique. So I try to teach people, I try to learn from people. So we have a small community here where we do seminars and exchange experience.
Love that. Love that. So that was great because, like I said, I know Tableau is this big thing, but you think about how it's still growing in other areas. So it's cool to see, how it's being used in Mozambique, and then you as a leader, you're a natural leader. So I love that you're leading the group. So man, if you ever need a speaker, let me know. I'm more than happy to virtually, hop on and help out.
Sure, definitely. I'm working on something and I might give you the details so
Okay.
soon.
Cool, cool, cool. All right. So tell me about the most influential people in your life and how they made an impact on you.
Sure. Every time that someone asks me this question, like, is there someone that you want to thank when you look your professional life and so on? And the first name that comes to my mind is this woman called Jess Gergen. She was the first one who gave me the first offer and the first opportunity in my life to work as data analyst. Because when I left India, here in Mozambique was so challenging to get a job in data analysis in the data world overall because data science wasn't real a thing. Companies were still opening position in that area. So I had a lot of interviews, and me as someone who is a fresh graduate, I didn't have enough experience to, show to people and so on, and make those people to hire me. So I had this interview with this lady called Jess Gergen. She asked me a lot of questions like, do you know Tableau? Do you know this? I didn't have a clue about all of these tools. I didn't know nothing about all of these tools, but still, she gave me that opportunity. I don't know what she saw in me, but she was like, You are the right person to this position to work with me as a junior data analyst. So she gave me that opportunity. And it's where I learned all of these tools that I know today: Power BI, Google Data Studio, SQL, Tableau, and so on. So I'm really thankful for her to give me this first opportunity, who opened many doors for me.
That's so dope, man. Shout out to her. Give her flowers, man. Shout out. All right. How can listeners find you online?
I'm on LinkedIn as Charama Sulemane, and I don't know if I can bring up my platform here. I have a
Yeah. Bring it
podcast.
up. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I also own a podcast called The Data Podcast, and I'm still working with Seiko as well to be my first guest this year. Hey, man. Yeah, but I'm mostly there on Spotify has the Data Podcast and LinkedIn has Charama Suleiman.
All right. Awesome. Follow my guy. You heard him. Follow his podcast, content, LinkedIn. Reach out to him, man. I appreciate you so much for taking time out today, bro. I really appreciate it.
Sure, definitely, man. Thanks so much for having me here on your platform. You're growing so fast and you are so consistent. I see you posting every week, and that inspired me a lot, man, to keep going as well.
I appreciate that, man. It's a tireless job, but you know we got to do it. We got to keep getting the content out there, man. That's what it's all about.
Sure, definitely, man.
Cool, awesome. And as I said in the beginning, if you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe. And we'll talk to y'all next week. Have a great day.